This is KVUE News Daybreak.
Live look outside. We're tracking some rain pushing through the hill country right now. But Austin, what does that mean for your forecast this morning? I'll let you know.
The student accused of going on a knife rampage on UT's campus going in front of a judge today. What's expected to be addressed in the courtroom.
And working to keep your kids safe, the new training that all AISD teachers must go through.
Good morning to you, and thank you for joining us for KVUE News Daybreak at 5 a.m. I'm Brian May.
And I'm Yvonne Nava. It is Wednesday, May 17th, and we're going to get right to our top story. Storms are on the way.
That's right. Let's get straight to Erica Lopez with a look at our forecast for this Wednesday. Erica.
Hey there, guys. Good morning. Yeah, very busy if you're located anywhere across the heart of the nation. Check out this system from the Dakotas all the way down south into central Texas. The good news is that the most severe part was just to the north of us, but we still have this line of showers and thunderstorms that's pushing through the hill country right now, eventually going to make its way across Austin and our central and eastern counties later this morning. I think it will impact your morning commute. As of now, heaviest rain for Llano. Check out this pocket of moderate to heavy rainfall, some lightning associated with it also. Mason, you just have some light sprinkles out there. Your rush hour forecast, we are calling it a 40% chance of some possible showers or thunderstorms. Again, it depends where you are in the viewing area, and these are very scattered showers, so we're calling it about a 40% for some scattered showers. Temperatures in the 70s. By this afternoon, once that line exits out of our viewing area, more sunshine will be in our forecast, and not much chance of rain is in our forecast for this afternoon. We're calling your high today 87. Lots of clouds this morning, but we'll expect some sunshine in our forecast. 40% chance of rain before about 1 p.m. Now, this same system also brought in some severe weather north of us. Check this out. People cleaning up this morning after 2 tornadoes ripped through Oklahoma and Wisconsin yesterday. Unfortunately, 2 people were killed in the storms. Dozens more were hurt. High winds knocked out telephone service and destroyed 40 homes in Oklahoma. Turning things over to Anna V. Reyes. She has the latest on traffic this morning. Is traffic just as busy?
Well, not yet, but I know as soon as those showers hit our area, traffic will get a little bit tricky. This is a live look at Mopac at Enfield. So just want to let you know that construction is still active in this area, but something that is new in this area is that the closures have shifted to the right 2 lanes. Again, if you're traveling on Mopac northbound, right before Enfield, the closures have shifted to the right 2 lanes, so you'll be traveling on the left lane. This is a live Austin Metro area look. You can see a green light here, but just drive safely as those storms move into our area. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, Anavid. 5:02 is your time, and ABC News has confirmed President Trump suggested former FBI Director James Comey end an investigation into former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. ABC's Janae Norman has the latest bombshell. This is Congress is still reeling over President Trump admitting to sharing intelligence with top Russian officials.
Back-to-back bombshells shaking up the White House. A day after reports President Trump shared highly classified information with top Russian leaders. Sources tell ABC News President Trump suggested former FBI Director James Comey shut down his investigation into former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn.
In a week full of revelation after revelation, on a day when we thought things couldn't get any worse, they have.
A source close to Comey tells ABC News the day after Flynn was fired in February, Comey wrote a memo allegedly quoting the president saying, "I hope you can let this go. He's a good guy. I hope you can let this go."
If true, this is yet another disturbing allegation that the president may have engaged in some interference or obstruction of the investigation.
The New York Times first reported the memo, saying it was part of a paper trail Comey wanted to leave behind as evidence of what he called improper influence on his investigation. The White House is disputing the story, saying in a statement the president has never asked Mr. Comey or anyone else to end any investigation, including any investigation involving General Flynn. This is not a truthful or accurate portrayal of the conversation between the president and Mr. Comey. But Representative Jason Chaffetz, the leading Republican on the House Oversight Committee, has already requested the alleged Comey memo from the FBI as other Republicans weigh in on this week's explosive reports.
I think it would be helpful to have less drama.
Despite the New York Times report that the Comey memo was part of a paper trail about improper influence on his investigation, acting FBI Director Andrew McCabe testified last week there have been no efforts to impede the investigation to date. Janae Norman, ABC News, Washington.
The Austin Independent School District will soon provide extra training for teachers and administrators following a series of assault allegations on AISD campuses. KVUE's Corey Coffin joins us now in the newsroom with what we know about the project so far. Corey?
Well, Brian, good morning to you. Now, this whole thing came about after an investigation into how AISD police handled a sexual assault case at Boone Elementary. Parents of a 4-year-old girl accused police of closing the case too soon. Before reviewing medical records, AISD police did admit that they did not review those records properly, although other investigators did. Now, it has the district reviewing their policies on sexual assault cases in general. AISD police plans to roll out new mandatory student safety training over the summer and hopes to continue it throughout the year for new employees, and that's the district as a whole. The district's chief human capital officer will develop and prepare those training sessions for administrators over the next few months. They will then instruct staff on campus. Now, training topics will include the educator's code of ethics, appropriate student and employee relationships, and reporting child abuse and neglect. Superintendent Dr. Paul Cruz says this is a necessary component moving forward to help keep families confident that their students are safe at school.
It is based on what the requirements of law are, and then also going through specific scenarios and cases and sort of having conversations with our people who interact and work with our students every single day.
Dr. Cruz also updated parents on the situation that I mentioned, the one surrounding sexual assault allegations at Boone Elementary. That case has since been closed since it was reopened and considered with fresh eyes. The accused teacher will return to school next Monday after Travis County District Attorney Margaret Moore decided there was just insufficient evidence to file criminal charges against that teacher. AISD PD also revealed they'll be changing their protocols as well. 2 detectives will now be assigned to each sexual assault case. We're live in the newsroom. I'm Corey Coffin for KVUE News.
Corey, thank you. Tomorrow, Boone Elementary will hold a meeting for parents who may have concerns about the allegations. It will take place at the school cafeteria at 6 p.m. School officials say all families are welcome to attend. 5:06 now, and the man accused of killing a University of Texas student and hurting 3 others is scheduled to appear in court today. The hearing will focus on the mental health of the accused attacker, 21-year-old Kendricks White. Prosecutors want to know if he suffers from psychiatric problems and if he's fit to stand trial. The attack happened back on May the 1st. White's accused of killing 19-year-old freshman Harrison Brown and stabbing 3 other students on campus. Officials say White had been involuntarily committed to a psychiatric hospital in the weeks leading up to the deadly attack. Police say they think his mental health played a role that day on campus.
5:07 is your time, and leaders from Austin and all across Texas are preparing to take legal action over the controversial Senate Bill 4 law, which bans sanctuary cities. Opponents rallied outside the state capitol yesterday to fight the law, which requires all law enforcement to honor ICE detainers. The day after Governor Greg Abbott signed the bill into law, Attorney General Ken Paxton filed a lawsuit against the Austin City Council, asking a judge to declare SB 4 constitutional. And now these Texans are working together to stop it from going into effect September 1st.
Next week on the Dallas City Council, we will be discussing intervening in the case, coming to the aid of Austin. We have a large city attorney's office. We have lots of legal resources.
And the fight, La Lucha, the fight is now in the courtroom, and San Antonio stands shoulder to shoulder with Texas cities in that fight.
An El Paso County commissioner said the commissioner's court voted to sue the state of Texas over SB 4.
And while Senate Bill 4 and President Trump's plans to build a huge border wall are putting some members of the Latino community on edge, one border city is trying to make them feel welcome. Check out these banners McAllen city officials rolled out to welcome tourists and families in the area. The signs say, "Amigos always bienvenidos." McAllen's mayor says there are signs of friendship between residents and families south of the border.
There's still some resentment about who's going to build the fence and the wall, in particular, kind of the way it was handled in the United States. And so we decided we needed to say, hey, we're friends, we're amigos forever.
The campaign runs through the summer in hopes of attracting more Mexican visitors in time for the fall and winter shopping seasons. Time now to get a check of our forecast. Could be an active day. I see radar already showing some rain out there, Erica Lopez.
That's right. And take a look at what's going on currently on our storm chaser. Tracking the storms that are pushing through the hill country just outside of Marble Falls this morning. JP, our photographer, is out there chasing these storms. And again, the hill country is where we have the heaviest amount of rain shower activity right now. It's a line of showers and thunderstorms that's pushing through our viewing area. Hill country seeing the most of it right now. Llano County, the busiest. Llano, actually some moderate rainfall in your region this morning. Also seeing some moderate rainfall coming into play just north and west of Johnson City, but still light rain throughout our hill country counties at least. Here's the bigger picture. This is what it's associated with. This an area of low pressure across the heart of the nation that's pushing a cold front that extends from central, even southwestern Texas, all the way into portions of the Dakotas. It's a pretty large system. So here's how it's going to impact your morning. This morning, the hill country is our main concern. In about an hour or two, making its way closer to the central county. So Austin, that means your morning commute. You could have some moderate to heavy rain at times, possibly a couple of rumbles of thunder. Then the eastern counties will be next for later this morning. And then we'll still have some lingering light showers later this morning, but we could have some peaks of sunshine, I think, by this afternoon once that system pushes east of us. So today's a busy start to the day, quieter this afternoon, but tomorrow afternoon we're tracking another chance of some strong storms that will be possible. I'm going to break down what that system will bring for us here in central Texas in the full forecast. Guys, back to you.
Erica, thank you. A young Austin area boy who's wheelchair bound isn't letting his disability keep him from enjoying a few rounds of dodgeball. It's all thanks to a group of Hutto High School students. They built a catapult for the 10-year-old Jacob Wickstead as part of their STEM class project. Wickstead is in a wheelchair and communicates through an eye-activated computer. He tells us the dodgeball catapult lets him play with his friends and participate more in PE class.
You make a difference in this world.
I really didn't know how he felt about it until he actually told me, which was really exciting.
That's a pretty cool contraption.
Yeah.
This is just one of dozens of projects the students there at Hutto have created. They've made rockets, robots, even 3D printing. Smart young kids helping out another young man.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, problems in the classroom.
That's right. A science experiment goes terribly wrong in the Houston area. In a preschool there, coming up what happened that left nearly a dozen kids hurt.
And not exactly a love connection. A local man suing his date for not even $20 over her texting. We're going to hear from him and why exactly he wants to see her in court.